Hey there, happy every day, day 43 today, of doing one thing a day that makes us happy. From this little journal book, do one thing a day that makes you happy. I decided that this year I wanted to focus more on happiness and things that bring me joy. And so when I was at the cabin, I picked up this little journal type book called Do One Thing a Day That Makes You Happy. And I thought, what better way to get happy than to focus on one thing every single day and then share it with you, share it with other people so that they can be happy too, because it's fun to be happy by yourself, but it's a lot more rewarding to make sure that other people are happy as well. So today is a sayings day, and here's what it says. And I think to me, it's a little controversial, and that's why I ask risk required. And then I'm going to say, do you agree or disagree with this? Because I think that there's a lot of things and assumes things in the saying that I don't necessarily agree with. And I wonder if you think the same thing or if you agree with the saying. So here's the saying today. It says, where there is no risk, there can be no pride in achievement, and consequently, no happiness. Now, this was said by Ray Kroc. Recently watched the Ray Kroc story on Netflix, and I thought it was really interesting. Not necessarily, I mean, great businessman, but not necessarily an awesome human being in the way he went about doing things. But he grew up in an era that was very salesy and very, it's just really interesting. And maybe it's just the way they portrayed him in the movie, but I think probably not. I think that's probably the way it was, only a lot more. But that's not the question. The question today is the risk that made me proud and happy today. So we're looking for a situation where we stepped out of our comfort zone, took a risk or something that we determined to be a risk, and how it made us feel. How it made us happy today. That's what we're specifically looking for. And so I wrote down a couple of things. I thought, well, my first question was, do you have to risk in order to have pride in achievement? Because this statement presupposes that risk must be involved for us to feel pride. And we have to feel pride. And then the next step of that is we have to feel pride in order to be happy. Pride in our achievement to be happy. And I kind of question that too, because I think all of these words are trying to describe feelings that are different for each of us. And I guess pride and achievement, I guess we do feel pride and achievement, and that makes us happy, but it's really a short-lived temporary happiness. At least I've found that to be true in my life. When I'm going for a goal and I'm going for something that I want and I get that thing, I'm happy about that, but I'm happy for such a fleeting moment that it's more, I find that I want to find joy and happiness in the journey of achievement, not in the pride of actually getting the thing, achieving the thing, getting the promotion, getting the job, getting the car, getting the new customer, helping a customer to achieve the goal or the result that they want. Again, knowing that it's the actual joy and happiness is going to be momentary, and then we're automatically turning on and picking a new goal, a new thing that we want, a new direction that we want to go, a new goal that we want to achieve. So I think since success and the result is so short term, that's why I'm having a problem personally wrapping my head around this particular saying and how that ties into our happiness. Because I want to be happy more than just an instant here and an instant there. I want to be happy in the process. Morning, Sherry. We need to be happy in the process of achieving whatever it is that we're going to achieve. But I did write down, as I'm asking myself the question, do we need to take risk in different areas of our life in order to feel that sense of accomplishment, that sense of achievement? And I would say, yes, we usually do. We need to, whether it's in love or relationships or in our businesses or in work and in our jobs, our careers, raising our families, whatever it is, we have to take action. And I guess there's a modicum of risk associated with any action we take. However, I also think that not doing anything, being frozen in our tracks, is probably the riskiest thing that we ever do, because then we're living our life by default and other people are making the choices, or the environment that we live in is making the choice for us versus us proactively making the choices for ourselves. And I guess I agree with this then, in that us making the choices for ourselves and taking back our personal power is always going to make us happier than living by default and living other people's wishes and dreams for us. So it's a pretty interesting one today, and gives me a lot to think about in terms of happiness and risk taking and how far I need to step out of my comfort zone in order to take the actions that will make me happy. So go out, make it a super happy, amazing day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.